Today is the 10th of February 2025, and 10 years ago on this day I found out that I was pregnant with a baby who ended up becoming my son, and he's now 9, almost in a half, and will be 10 in October. And this day really sticks in my mind because as much as this was very much part of the plan, it was thought about, it was very much wanted, there was very much a feeling of, okay then, so what happens now? And I think as we get older, we all have moments where something changes, and on the surface, like, it's a great thing. But you know that something is therefore going to change. So maybe it's to do with a company or somebody you're working with, and suddenly that relationship changes, or the company moves in a different direction, or maybe you're required in another area of your life. And so you have that realization of, now I have another component into this life and business blend of yours. So what needs to happen and what needs to change? And bizarrely, on the 10th of February, so I was around 4 weeks pregnant, I felt good. I didn't really feel that different. The only thing that was really different was how hungry I was. A couple of days before, I'd been on a walk near Matt's parents, and I said, with like the urgency of an ITV drama, can you get, I need some sweets. I need something. I need some sugar. Can you? And he was like, we've probably only walked for about 12 minutes. But I had that urgency of like, I need something. And then I had like these sherbet lemons, just eat. So like, yeah. Oh, and I also cried in the middle of Manchester. Yeah, so there we go. A couple of signs, but I didn't necessarily know. 2 weeks later, however, on week 5 and 6 days, I went to see my friend in Guildford. And I remember getting the train back and it being quite late. And that felt, I mean, it wasn't late. It was probably about 8:30. But suddenly, as a pregnant person, I felt like, whoa, this is quite late. How am I feeling? Oh, I'm not sure about this. And I got back that night on the Friday, because my weeks would change on the Saturday. And I said to Matt, I think this is going to be all right. I feel good. I feel all right. We'll take one step at a time. It was still very much early days. Off we go. On that Saturday morning, so when I turned 6 weeks, that that version where I was out and about doing things, being normal, feeling like myself, it was, I didn't see that version of myself for a long time. From that day, I then became sick probably 30 times a day. And some nights I would simply just lie on the bathroom floor and stay. It was easier. It was easier to do that because, oh my, I mean, just even thinking about it, going back to that time, grim. But what I want to say is, sometimes there are moments in life where you know something's got to change. And what's happened before and maybe what's worked previously either needs to be completely dismantled or it needs some serious tweaks. And what can happen often is just people keep bobbing along, trying to do the same things that they've always done. And so even at that time in my business model, my portfolio career, I began to think about ways that, knowing that, you know, I was being sick and I didn't know how long that was going to be. Turned out it was quite a while. And also my baby was massive when he was born. He was 9 pounds 10. So my recovery after having a baby, after a C-section, it was long. The whole period or the whole process was long and difficult and challenging. And I knew that at that time in 2015, that I knew that if I still wanted to earn and be ambitious, I needed to look at my business model in a different way. And when I talk about your personal brand plan, which is my brand new program, I operate from a life first perspective. I think we're in such a brilliant time for sharing all of the information on the internet and just do these 3 things and get a funnel and get a thing and all of it. But first and foremost, you have to lean into what you want your life to look like, because there are a million ways to make business, to make money. And many of those ways will not be right for your life. Even though the successful people who are doing those things are going to say that it's right. You have to know first and foremost what is important to you so you can start there. So whether or not you are looking to dismantle the way that you've been working or make some tweaks to suit this age and stage of life, come and check out my Work With Me page. All the details for your personal brand plan are there and available. This is something that I've been practicing in my own life for 25 years. And I can't wait to help and support you. There are also 2 ways to do this. Sorry, there's a boy racer with some chancy music outside. There are 2 ways to do this. The first is working together for 100 days, and I will do this process with you side by side. Or you can do the DIY version where you have access to everything. I'm delighted it's live. I'm delighted I am no longer sick 30 times a day. And I'm very grateful for my lovely lad, who is now a big lad. Time flies when you're having fun. Lots of love.